Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today we are going to see if the chronograph can read just the discharge of CO2 gas from our air gun. Now this is a Crosman 2240 that I've kind of customized. I took the scope off just so that I get a better visual of, shooting through the Chrony here, because we are going to fire some pellets through either way. But we want to see if it actually reads the gas discharge. A lot of us get up close and personal to the chronograph, and others, I'm usually about 12, maybe 16 inches away when I'm testing guns. I don't get too close, but the closer you are, the better the reading, basically. Definitely you won't have problems with springers or pump-up guns, even PCP, because it's just air, right? There's no particles of ice flowing across or anything like that like CO2 guns can do, especially those that are, hard-using gassers. Like the 2240, it tends to spray a lot of gas, same as many other air rifles that are CO2 powered. They do spray a lot of gas, so are we actually getting true readings being up close, or are true readings going to be actually further away from the Chrony? So we're going to test that. So I'm going to put a fresh bottle of gas into the gun. So we're going to put a couple drops of oil on the tip. Now when you're loading a 2240, the easiest way to make sure that oil actually gets on the seal is doing it this way. And then you can rotate it over. Okay, and let's switch the camera around here to our chronograph, and we will zoom in on it. Now, of course, we're starting it with no pellet at all. Alright, now we got gas spray. So up close and personal. Error 3. Restart the chronograph. .208. So it actually does read just the spray from the gun. Let's grab a pellet now. This is a 14.3 grain pellet. Now this has the stock hammer spring in it, stock transfer port. It's got a 10-inch barrel. It's got a valve that I've cut 4 threads off of, because for some reason this gun was just not even shooting anywhere near the 460 with a stock barrel. So I had to do a lot of mods just to get some speed. Now this is going to ricochet, but we want to be up close. 454. Well, at least it landed on the table. Alright, so now I'm going to be about 4 feet away from the Chrony, and we're going to see what it reads. This way it can't read any gas. 454, dual speed. Let's do that again. Now I'm going to lean back so I can get about 5 feet away. 456. Now we'll go close, but we'll go above the sensors. So we're about halfway up. 458. So it will read the gas, and it can make some variances too in speed. I saw True Canadian Airguns channel do this same test, and he noticed that by going further away from the Chrony, the gun actually read a little faster. But it is still reading the CO2 gas regardless. So does it really matter if you're up close, higher or lower, or if you're further away? I actually will say yes, it does, because he did show and prove that by going further away it got a more truer reading of the gun, because now it couldn't read the gas from the gun that was being discharged. So you don't want to get too up close and personal to your chronograph. I'm generally about 16 inches away. So let's do another shot. Now this would be up close and personal, and I'm usually about this height here, so that's only about maybe 6 inches or so. And I'm going to step back, so I'm about 16 inches. And that's about where I usually like to Chrony my guns at. And about halfway up the sensor bars. 456. Okay? So now let's go back even further. And we're going to go higher up. So we're about 3/4 the way up the sensors. Same speed, 456. So I think it's best to say that if you're 16 inches away, you're definitely going to be safe. 2 to 3 feet, you're definitely going to be safe. You are going to get the truest reading out of your CO2 guns, pistols or rifles. And some guns will have more spray than others, but regardless, the Chrony does actually read just the spray, and that can throw your numbers out a little bit. Okay, and it's just the way it goes. So my advice, especially for those who are tuners like myself, I like to tune my guns as close as I can get them to 500. Do stay at least 16 inches away and about halfway up the height of the Chrony, and then you should be fine. Now if we get, let's say right about here, you know, because some guys are taught, you just got to get, close down over the sensors. Okay, so let's do that. This is going to ricochet. 444. That's a big throw off. At least it didn't ricochet, stuck right into the 2x4. Okay, so again, we're back again. Back further away. So we're about almost 3 feet. 458. That's a huge jump. Okay, so 16 inches or further, halfway up the height of the sensor seems to be the kind of the sweet spot, kind of thing. And I'm getting pretty consistent speeds, which is good. So again, let's go here, and this would be about 16 inches roughly here. Dual speed. Enough said on this subject. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, got a lot out of it, learned something new as well. Like I said, with springers and with pump-up guns and PCPs, you would be able to get closer to the Chrony if you wanted to. You don't really have to, because we have shown that even from 3-4 feet away, we're going to get pretty much the same thing going on. This is going to be our most accurate count. So, especially for the CO2 guns, though, be 16 inches to 3 to 4 feet and about halfway up the height when you're aiming. That's going to give you your truest possible read of your chronograph with your guns. So, again, catch you on the next one, and thanks for watching. See ya.